So, one thing to know about about this game, I just started playing like maybe a week and a half ago. So it's not that hard once you've played battle royales. Really easy game, but there's just a few like little things that you can pick up. So the easiest thing is to go here to battle royale, select mode. You get the training ground right here. You can click on that. Go ahead and take you into it to show you. So what's cool about the training ground is you can literally try anything you want out. There it is. My bad. F. See, I haven't even used it in a while. So try out any item you want. Is it a I don't know why it's doing that. It's got a little glitch going on. Anyways, massive bonus to defense plus ability, turbo jet. So it gives you like the dash. Uh, and you've got double jump here on the boots once you get to purple. That's double jump. There you go. Try out any gun you want. So that way, if you want to know what you're looking for, so the biggest key is knowing what guns fit your playstyle. So the best guns in the game are going to be uh, your gun shield. Then you're going to be between either assault rifle, light rifle, and the pulse rifle for your ARs. I wouldn't even touch the SMGs. They're not really. It's not really the greatest. I wouldn't even touch these four either, or this rifle or the sniper here. The only snipers worth using is the explosive sniper and the ion cannon. This is for late game, by the way. Anything works in the early game. You can use all of them early game. I would say just pick up whatever's blue or purple. Try to get those in your inventory as quickly as possible. But you're looking for ion cannon, explosive rifle. Those are two of the better snipers. And then your grenade launchers, not the greatest. These are not very good. The plasma is okay, but I would definitely use the smart exploder over anything really in that category. Uh, so the best, my opinion, the best setup is probably I'd probably say that. This is probably my favorite setup. Now, the gun shield kind of roughly changes depending on the scenario. If I feel like other players that are going to be in the late game are going to have a lot more mechs, I'm going to have to deal with them because my mech got destroyed or whatever. Then I'm probably looking for a smart exploder or a homing missile. Those two are really strong, and if I can get the ion cannon, it's just icing on the cake. Super good. Um, so that's that and that part. Now the best part is if you are just starting the game, it gives you every mech, so you can try all of them. Bad thing is you have to once you pick a mech to use for one round in this, you have to leave and then come back. It even gives you options here. So if you're looking for something in particular, like continuous, or snipe, or assault, or hit and run, or heavy armed. Okay. Man, these guys are loud. Holy crap. Let's get over here so it's a little bit quieter. Anyways, so to explain the mechs for you, continuous is constantly in battle, pretty much. Constantly fighting. It's going to give you a shield typically, and they're just stable. They're more mobile typically, except for this one. This one's like the only one that's not very mobile, but he has a continuous flight. So, you've got Snipe. There's only 3. Okay. My opinion, Snow Mirage, it's the best. Okay. It's just hands down the best when it comes to sniping. Burst. I wouldn't consider Snow Mirage bursts. Um, I would just consider him just sniping. So I would take him out of the equation in this. So if you're looking for the best of these 5 here, well, I wouldn't even put him in burst either. So these 4. So this one, this one, this one. Okay. I've used them all. The damage seems to be the best between Aurora because of the right click ability, but Venturus is pretty strong, but it's definitely different play styles. So you'll definitely want to play with them to kind of figure out what you like. But burst is what it is. It's real quick damage, and then usually run away a lot of the time. Like if you notice, well, yeah. So half of the characters are. Did I not see that right? No, it was just 2. Can't see very well. Anyways, I would consider him more. You shoot, you get in the fight, you get out. You use up your burst, you try to hide, wait for your abilities to come back up, then you come out and do it again. Assault. Honestly, not a fan of most of these. So this one is great damage, like really, really high damage, but he's really, really slow. So you're going to have a hard time, and he has to be close. Like he does no damage from far away. You have to be close with him. So I would definitely say either the Ranger or Flamenco would probably be the better damage dealers in this group. Oh, dang, there's a ton in hit and run. 100% Hurricane. Hurricane, Skylark. Yeah, those are the best. And then heavy armed. Oh, wrong click that. Okay. Yeah, so this is easy to tell you this one. You can probably already tell. Doomlight and Trio of Vendors are the 2 best of the heavy armed. Bar none. 2 best. Okay. Doomlight is great for just setting up. His pillars, as long as you place them in the right places, like you just watch where the gas is going to go to, and you put them between where the players are going to go to get to the gas. You just place them there. As they run through them, they just get lit up by it. And most people will stop to try and like figure out what's going on. At least in low elo. So, in higher elo, haven't got there yet. Couldn't tell you. Trio of Enders, high damage. Just he should be in burst. He is insanely good. It's insane how strong he is. But definitely Doomlight. I would give that. But those 2 are definitely the better of these 6. My favorite overall, though, is definitely Hurricane. Hurricane is amazing, my opinion. But yeah. And what's great is like when you're wanting to try out your mech, just keep in mind like let's do Hurricane. Okay. It's doing 39 on a crit. Let's do non-crit. So 19. Okay. Let's watch this. I only used up 40 bullets in that with all those. Bam. Right there. Still had 82 bullets left. Okay. Oh, it's that guy. That's your right click. So what you're looking for is how much damage it will do on a full a full rotation. So see, that's what you're looking for is stuff like that. You're trying to figure out like how much damage it'll do in one go. Get out of that. Oh, didn't go through. That's pretty much all you're looking for. You're just trying to figure out how much damage they do. Of course, you can't figure out how much damage they can take, really, but you can kind of have an idea. So that's the best thing to do when you're just starting out is figure out what mechs you want to buy. Because once you get, because you're not spending money on this game, okay, you're relying on your gold. That's what you're relying on. And to get your gold, you're going to need to win games. You're going to need to be in the top 10 at least, okay, to get your points considerably. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. You just go through, pick out the ones you think you'll like. If you like like close up and personal melee, not my kind of thing. I like staying at a longer range, kind of taking my own pace. Uh, Sometimes I like getting up in the face of people just to throw them off. But for the most part, I like just kind of controlling the situation, holding back. Uh, yeah. Which is funny because I'm going for like kills a lot of the time. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Battle Royale is probably where you'll stick to, at least for a while. You could probably move around and jump in TDM and stuff, but me personally, I enjoy the Battle Royale. Everything else doesn't really matter. As far as characters go, you kind of just pick what you like. Like for me personally, I like characters with versatility. So when you look at a character and you're trying to pick which one you like, don't just pick aesthetics, like what the character looks like, but you also want to look at the bond, okay, and what it has. So it has like bloodthirsty here, gain 18% when leech when attacking pilots. Means basically whenever I deal damage, 18% of the damage I deal comes back to me in life. Okay, when I'm constantly in fights, that's what you want. Okay, and then hold off attacking for 6 seconds. You gain 8% damage, and it keeps going down. It stays 8%, but it lowers the amount of time I have to hold off on attacking. Basically, it's like you hide or you attack. You wait 6 or 7 seconds, and you gain bonus damage on your next attack. Okay, so it really helps with sniping. That's pretty much why it has the bow. Is because the next attack is gonna be bonus damage. But when you got the primary two, the first two, Rom and Ning, okay, you just look here, gain a temporary shield for so many seconds after you kill them. Okay, that's pretty good. And then you get a CDR or cooldown reduction for your mech's abilities. So he's good when you're in the mech, but this is kind of useless if you're not in the mech. So he's good and bad same time. You got Ning. Didn't really use her, but she's great on the when you receive damage. I would probably just say only go to level 2 at first. Probably be like a good okay place. 3 seconds is plenty of time for you to track your enemy. but focus on getting this down to 6. Okay? Max Mecha health is what that is. Okay? Durability. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it on those two. I would say Ning is probably the better of the two, but I preferred Rom because of the shield, because I was going for the kills. So, to me, he was just an overall better pick. Uh, I like the aesthetic of Nighthawk. It just looks cool. And also the bonus of you get to leech when you're attacking people, and then this gives you the bonus damage. So it just gives me overall like exactly what I want to do. Between your pilots, your mechs, that's really it. I wouldn't even pay attention to what your like missions and stuff are. The biggest thing you want to focus on is just getting in the games, playing while you're playing. You just kind of roll with it. Um, when you're jumping into a game, don't focus so much on your flight path. Just map out and look for zones. You're looking for big zones that have a lot of buildings. And if it's further away, you don't want it to be too far. You want it to be probably like 3, maybe 4 finger lengths away from your flight path in width. So not like you want to get like 4 finger lengths. You want to get your width, okay? And you're just pretty much just putting it up, and you kind of get an idea because that's where you're gonna land. Because you go any further than that, and you're gonna drop too soon, and then you get a run, and that puts you behind. So as soon as you get like a board or uh, or one of the cars, you just immediately make that thing. Just make it. Because it gets you around the map so much faster. You pick up stuff while you're in the mech or on the board, and it just gets you moving through it a lot quicker. So your early game is literally your first few minutes of the game is how quickly can you go get all your items. Okay? It's not how quickly can you get all the kills. Because if you're trying to get 15, 20 kills in the game, it'll come as you're getting your loot because people are trying to get through those areas too. But definitely want to try and hit the big buildings as quickly as you can. Get in and out of those, and then just go hit the smaller buildings. As you're moving through smaller buildings, take a look around, see if there's an enemy. If they're because most of the time they're not even paying attention for people, so you can just light them up, take them out. That's pretty much the best way I've found at surviving the early game and then getting to the late game. Because once you can get to the late game, not even a worry. Uh, Next tip: if you when your mech comes up on your ability for G to just pop it up, immediately find a safe place, pick your mech, and then once you're in your mech, just hit G again. You jump out of the mech, but later on in the game, you don't have to summon the mech. You just automatically jump into it, so it saves you a few extra seconds. As much as you can in the early game to mid game, use the car, the turret gun or the turret walker that you get, and use that as much as possible all the time. Okay, when it gets down to like 25%, 50% health, just hit Z, pop out of the thing, make a new one. Okay, if you've got more in your pocket, just make a new one. Use those to fight other people in their mechs, and just use cover as much as you can, and just keep plinking them. Keep just tapping some damage out there. Try to do as much damage to their mech as you can, because it makes them use their stuff to heal it. And if you end up needing to go in your mech to fight them, then you've already got that advantage on them that you've already taken down their mech a lot, and then you hop in your mech and you're already full health and they're down to 25%, 50% health, whatever, and you're good. I would say that's like the best thing to do. Once you get to like you'll notice when the zones get down to the final zone and you're seeing like instead of the circle getting smaller, the circle's moving. At that moment, you need to swap out of your running car mech and jump into your actual mech. Okay? and use that for the remainder. You don't want to take precious time to swap, okay? Because you'll get so much more damage, and the abilities on it are just golden for that in game. And try not to use your mech during the mid game so your mech stays at full health for that late game circle. Uh, that's that's pretty much the best tips that I can give as far as like getting you through the early game and trying to get you as many wins as possible. Like I said, I just started this game like a week or two ago, and let me pull it up. Where's it at? Okay, go to history here. We just got wins all the way down. I have 2 losses in this whole thing, or I wouldn't say losses. They're just 2. I got a 7 and a 5. But you look down the list, I've got 9 kills, 16 kills, 10 kills, 14, 13. Like, not bragging, I'm just saying, like, the 12 KD, I mean, it comes. So what I'm doing is actually proven. It's working. It's not something that I'm just, like, making up on the spot. Like, this is stuff I'm using and I'm abusing in these matches. So it's just picking the right mech, picking what fits for you. You don't have to use the same mech that I do. It's just the ones that I prefer and the ones that set me up to win the most. And that's just what I go with. Yeah, let's just go ahead and hop in a game.